welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well and a very happy new year to all of you. I wanted my first video to be something that can bring more value in your life or in your closet, I would say, and something that is not trend specific or season specific. So in today's video, I will be sharing 10 tips that will help you create a fail-proof capsule wardrobe, and no matter what season you are in, no matter what time you are in, you can always use these tips that will help you create this beautiful wardrobe that you are going to love. I myself have experienced so many fallouts while creating a capsule wardrobe, and I think the main reason was that it wasn't screaming my name. I mean, I would just copy someone else and see, oh, this works for them, so definitely it is going to work for me, but it doesn't work that way. I mean, you need to follow certain rules, but at the end of the day, you need to customize your wardrobe according to your personality, according to what you want, your lifestyle, so that, you can get most use out of it. So in today's video, the 10 tips that I will be sharing will be something that are going to be like the basics, but you can always customize or change as per your requirements or as per your comfort and your style. So you can create your own wardrobe that you can love and get most use out of your clothes. That's the whole point of capsule wardrobe. Now we all know that whenever you're building a wardrobe, or whenever you want to start building or processing or change seasons, or whatever we do with our wardrobe, whatever big we are doing with our wardrobe, we start with decluttering. And I think it is really important to declutter the pieces that you do not like, you do not wear them, or doesn't fit you, or there are so many reasons that leads us to not wear that particular piece anymore. So it is really important to make sure that we get rid of those pieces. Now in this step, I want you to create 3 different piles, and the first one has to be something that you will be getting rid of. Your second one has to be your maybe pile, and the third one is something that you will be keeping. So for your maybe pile, I think whenever we are getting rid of pieces, or whenever we are like trying to get or decluttering, most of the clothes that we do not want may go in a maybe pile, and then something that we know for sure that we like will be going our want pile. So I would say, do not waste a lot of time. Even though a lot of things may go in maybe pile, that's fine. Just do it quickly, because this step can get overwhelming and something we do not want. So just do it quickly, and then look at your do not want and maybe pile and see what you do not want. So whenever you're seeing, okay, this is the piece that you do not want, look at the thing and see or understand why you do not want. So here we have a friend, why, who is going to help us questioning why we do not want a specific piece. Now here I have an example. I have this beautiful sweater, or I would say not beautiful but a cute sweater that I got from H&M a couple of years ago, and you can see this is an oversized sweater. There's nothing wrong per se about this item, but there's still something wrong and something that I'm getting rid of. And the first thing is, when I got this sweater, there was this vibe or trend of this oversized look, which I like it, I do not mind, but when I wear this clothes, so if you'll see, I'm usually size medium, and even then I was size medium, and I went a size down in this because I think they might have mentioned that this is an oversized or it might run large. So I did size down because I did not want it to be like a super oversized sweater, because that just doesn't work for me. So I sized down, and even though I sized down, it is still very, very oversized on me, and in a weird way. I mean, I don't mind having it an oversized. The material is thin, so it doesn't make me look bulky. That's my usual concern. But if you see, I have styled it in this way, and if I try to wear a coat with it, or if I try to move around, this thing doesn't stay in place. I mean, the neckline, it drops down, and it literally drops below my cleavage, which I mean, it literally comes around my tummy area. I mean, it doesn't make sense. The neckline is extremely deep, and even if I like layer something underneath, it drops down so much that it just doesn't look good on me. That's like the biggest thing. And even if I style it in like a one shoulder kind of a way, to be honest, it works, it looks very cute, but I live in Canada, and you can no way wear a one shoulder in winter. I mean, I don't know if someone can pull that off, but I cannot, because I do want something that's going to keep me closed and covered and protected, because it's going to be really cold. So in no way I'm going to be pulling that one shoulder look, unless I'll be inside the house, and I'm not going to wear this inside the house. And the second thing that I do not like is the material. Now this is, I think, polyester or something, but it's basically like a synthetic material, and I'm not saying that it's always bad. I mean, we should always go for something that is made of natural material, but in this case, why I do not like is because it kind of overheats my body a lot. So I don't mind having synthetic material with puffer jackets or outerwear, like my trench coats and all. I don't mind, but when something is touching my skin, I want it to be breathable. The reason why is because if I wear this, I have worn this outside, and if I obviously during winter you layer a lot of pieces, right? And your underarms, or the clothes or your folded part gets overheated. No matter how cold it is outside, at some point it does get overheated and you might sweat. There's nothing wrong with that, but because of the material that it is, it kind of overheats my body really fast, or like a lot, and it makes me feeling wet. That is something I don't like. I mean, it's, even though I use like antiperspirant deo and anything, but if you're sweating, you're sweating, and it doesn't feel comfortable, and the material it's not itchy at all, but it's not soft or something that makes me feel comfortable. So that is the second point. But the main is like the style or the fit of it. So that's how I decided, what, this is not something that is going to work for me. So for me, in this category or with this top, I have to keep in mind is that whenever I'm buying, I have to look at the style, how it is going to fit with me, and how it is going to look whenever I'm layering it under something, such as when I'm wearing this under a coat or something. Because when I wear this under a coat, the whole style, like, it keeps on like moving, it doesn't look good. So something like that. And also the material, I would rather prefer to just wear a simple basic cotton top than this, because it just doesn't work for me. So I know that this is something that doesn't work, so I have to keep in mind, or I'll just note it down or take a mental note. Now keep your maybe piles just as is, because you still don't want to get rid of them or keep them in your closet again, because there are some things that you want to deal with. So the next step is looking for inspiration. Now here you will take your cell phone or your laptop, anything, and you will start looking at Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and look at people that you like their dressing style. You can look at celebrities, you can look at influencers, content creators, anyone that you like. Just even on the the clothing website, such as H&M, not Zara, I mean, they suck at modeling, but like Banana Republic, any site that you like, and you see you like how they dress up, just take a mental note and keep saving those images, and start understanding what kind of style you like, because that is going to really help you create a wardrobe that you can actually wear. And whenever you are looking or understanding your style, you want to make sure that it aligns with your lifestyle, because guess what, if you are a yoga instructor or someone whose lifestyle consists of athleisure, and you go, or you want to have a wardrobe that consists of corporate or business pieces, it doesn't make sense. So you want to make sure that it aligns with your lifestyle as well, so that again you can get most use out of it. And while looking at inspiration, you want to also make sure that you understand your body type, your height, and your weight. Now, I know that this is something that we are not supposed to talk, or people don't talk, but I feel it is really important to understand your weight and your height, and also your body type, because guess what? I love Kate Middleton a lot. I love her dressing style, but it does not align with my body type, my height, my weight, my figure, like in any way. I think she has more of a rectangle style of body, and I have an hourglass type body, and obviously it's like, and I'm petite, she's like extremely tall, so it doesn't make sense to follow her style and get inspired. I mean, there will be some pieces that I can still incorporate, but not most of them. So you want to understand what's your body type and your height and your weight, because guess what, people who have a different body figure, or like different body mass, I would say, can look different in certain clothing, and you can look different in certain clothing. So understanding that and accepting that is going to help you a lot. I personally used to buy pieces that would fit the older me, who did not weigh this much at all, and I would be like, okay, when I'm going to lose weight, I'll wear this, and it's been like 2-3 years and I'm still the same weight. Maybe I might fluctuate a little bit here and there, but not too much, and definitely not that would make me fit in those clothes. So understanding that, accepting whatever you are or who you are, is going to help you, because first of all, it is going to gain your confidence, because you know who you are, and accepting that is the most beautiful thing and the most important thing that you can do. And secondly, your clothes will fit, you can wear your pieces, so that's really important. Now while you're looking at the inspirations, you also want to bring out your maybe pile and evaluate the pieces that you have and understand why you are hesitant to either keep them in your wardrobe or get rid of it. Sometimes there will be pieces that will not fit you anymore and you're not yet ready to get rid of it. You want to again make sure that you want to have pieces that are going to fit you and pieces that will be actually use of you and not just waste space in your closet. So you can either get rid or keep whatever you want. That's a personal thing. I know it's very difficult, but you have to make the choice. And there will be also pieces that you actually like and the piece do have potential, but you do not know how to style, and it happens a lot. So look for inspiration for that specific piece and see how you can style or how you can get more use out of that piece so that you can wear them and it doesn't just stay in the closet lying idle. So here again I have an example of my red vest sweater, which I got I think 3-4 years ago. I don't remember, but I did not wear them once. I had one similar color in like a similar style in pink color, like a light baby pink color, and I wore that once maybe, because I did not know how to style them. I mean, I knew that I can wear a shirt and layer them with this vest, but what about the bottom? I wore it with the jeans, and to be honest, I did not like it. I will share a picture that I posted on Instagram. I have still kept it, and at that point I liked it. I think I wore that, I think maybe that way I wore maybe twice, but I did not like it. I'm being very honest, and I just kept it as it is because I did not have the heart to part my ways. And this red one, I wore it 0 times. I just bought it because I loved it, but I never wore it. And this is when the West trend was going on. So what I did was I gave my pink color to my best friend because we are cheesy, and I kept the red one to myself. And the other thing why I did not wear the red color was because the neutral colors were very much in trend, and I personally, I never wear red. Like in clothing, I never wear red. I like red lipstick, but that's it. So this year I got to get into this red trend, and that's why I was like, what, I'm going to give red a shot again. And I found out another way to style this sweater or this vest, and I loved it, and I wore it 3-4 times. I even wore this during Christmas at home because it's very cozy and chic. So what I'm going to do is that, or what I did is that I wore mostly my black shirt, white button down, and my red vest. And with that, for my bottom, I went with my black faux leather legging and my black boots. Now, actually, I went with my maroon burgundy boots, but something that I love and I feel so comfortable in this outfit. I do know that it's not like typical of me, but it's kind of me in a casual chic way. There are days when you want to switch things up, so I loved it, and I know I felt comfortable wearing this and not something that I did not feel that I was out of place. So it's really important to understand, and this is something I saw somewhere, I don't know where, but I did see somewhere wearing this in this way. So I was like, I can wear it this way, and that's how I'm wearing it, and I love it. And red color is also something that I like nowadays. So now the third step in this process is slow transitioning. Now whenever you are switching your style up, or you just want to switch things up and you feel that, okay, what, this is not my style anymore, I want this to be my style, don't just change your style overnight. Don't do that. I have tried that and I have failed miserably, and it's so embarrassing, so embarrassing. And to be honest, what I thought is my style wasn't exactly my style, so that was even more embarrassing. So what I would suggest is that just take it slowly. For example, if you have this athleisure kind of a style and you want to go for a more feminine chic kind of look, what you can do is that switch up your vest, or sorry, sweatpants. If you are someone who's wearing a lot of sweatpants, switch it up with a wide leg cotton pant or a wide leg knitted pant, so that you're still in that comfort zone, but you're still switching things up. And keep that top or like sweatshirt like the way you like it, and slowly get used to that, and then slowly switch things up, because you want to first get comfortable in that and see if it works for you or no, and then you can understand and make changes the way you like, the way you feel, and then you can create that wardrobe. Because if you just change things overnight, and if it doesn't align with your lifestyle or your personal taste, I mean, it might look good in the picture, but it might not feel good to you, so it just will be like a waste of money and time and effort. So don't do that. Just take things slowly and smoothly. Okay, so now that we have decluttered, found our personal style, know our body type and everything, it's time for us to start collecting pieces for our capsule wardrobe. Now Why capsule wardrobe? As I said, it helps us to get most use out of the pieces that we already own. Focus on high quality, well-made piece, and not just spend or waste money on short trends or pieces that are made of cheap quality, and will make us keep buying and spending money. We don't want that. And also something that is going to say your name or scream your name, and that is going to align with your own personality. And now when we talk about capsule wardrobe, you might have heard people, 20 pieces is good for capsule wardrobe, 30 pieces is good for capsule wardrobe. Exactly how many pieces do you need for capsule wardrobe? That's on you. I mean, I don't know how many you need. You know how many you need. So don't let people tell you how many pieces you need, or don't let people judge you for your capsule wardrobe or the pieces that you own, because you know your needs, you know your lifestyle, you know how many pieces you're going to need. But what I would say is that, or if you are still confused how many you need, I would say at least have at least more than 7 or 10 your tops, blouses, whatever, and at least 7 to 8 bottoms, because you do want at least 1 pieces a day in throughout a week, and if possible have more than 7-8 pieces, because there will be times when you want to switch things up, and it will help you and not create that boring and not make you feel that you're being very repetitive with your clothes. Because sometimes that is the reason why we keep on buying, because we feel that we just repeating clothes to maintain. There's nothing wrong, but the feeling of repeating clothes is something not so fun. So having at least a decent amount of pieces is going to help you, and will help you use that pieces for at least few months for the particular season. And with your outerwear, like now it's winter, right? If you are in winter season, then you want to make sure that you have like at least 1 dressy coat or 2 dressy coat, 1 puffer or like a parka that will help you get through the snow, because again you need that. And with footwear also, make sure that you have at least 2-3 different styles, so that you're not being very strict or rigid about your pieces. You can be flexible so that you can enjoy your pieces. That's the whole point. Because if you go cold turkey and be like, okay, I'm going to have 20 pieces, I cannot last. Like, are you kidding me? I know I won't last. So there's no point of me planning a 20-piece capsule wardrobe. Now in order to create a successful capsule wardrobe, another main thing is a color palette. Now color palette is really important, because it creates a balance, it creates a harmony, and it creates a wardrobe that can go with each other very beautifully. It creates that smooth flow in your wardrobe and not feel any specific piece or few pieces out of place, because you like the color but it doesn't go with your style, or it doesn't go with your pieces that you own. So you do not want that. You want to have a color palette that can easily blend with each other, can easily complement each other, so that you can style them in as many ways as possible. And I think this is the main reason why people go for neutral colors such as beige, camel, white, which is something I don't like. So going for neutral is a good thing or bad thing? Are you a neutral kind of a person, or are you like a more colorful, cheery type of a person? It depends on you, what you like. But to be honest, going all neutral is a way to go, because again, how easily they blend with different colors. But selecting a neutral color is not easy, trust me on this. I mean, there's so many different shades of neutral colors, and you want to decide what type of neutral color you like. So for that, and also if you like bright colors or like some other colors, you want to know what color will suit you, because not all neutral colors or not all colors are going to suit you. So the easiest way I would say is go for a color season. Now you might have heard people talking about having a color season, or understanding what season you are in is going to help you, and in a way I feel it is very true. And the reason why is because I personally have had tried this, and to be honest, it's something that I liked it, and it is kind of very true for me. The reason why is because those colors are something that actually complemented my skin tone, my face, and something that I myself was attracted towards those colors. So, and the reason why, or why I feel that they were true, is because in the past, whenever I wore those colors, it kind of made me happy, did not make me look flushed out or dull or sick. So you want to understand your color season. Now I don't know what's the best way to check or something, but this is the app that I tried, and this has worked for me. And this is, I think, you can also go on their website and check. I personally am deep winter, and I love the colors that they have, and I have to say it does align with my taste like a lot. So it's mostly like navy, dark gray, blue, red, black, all those colors. Dark green, I don't personally have dark green, but I'm thinking, but just something to keep in mind. And you just have to upload your picture and it will give you all those instructions, and it's very simple and straightforward. But if you want to go with the hi-fi, there will be other apps too, you can see videos, but I think it is going to help you a lot with understanding your color. And because of this, I know why I never like camel colors or like those orangey brown colors, because it just doesn't look good on me. It just doesn't look good, and that's why I don't think it's a bad color, but it's something I don't like it. So understanding that, and those type of colors are kind of neutral colors, and if you select a wrong neutral colors, it's going to be a real waste. So again, you need to understand what color season you are in, so it's going to help you to find neutral colors and also colorful colors. And most of the time with colorful colors, that those colors are something that you eventually get attracted to because you feel happy in those colors. So yeah, I'm not going to blabber a lot, but that's like the basics. So I would say having 4 to 6 colors is a safe thing. I mean, it's not too less but not too much, and it will help you to mix and match with each pieces that you have, or at least most pieces, so that you can get again most use out of it. Okay, now I know we have to start building our wardrobe. I said that we have to, so we'll do that. Now we have a color palette, we know our style and everything, and now what you have to do is that stick to a color palette, and the other thing that you want to understand is understanding your season that you are in. Because guess what, right now I'm in winter season, and the winter season clothes won't work for me in summer. So I want to understand what clothes that I need to buy. So whenever I'm buying clothes, I need to understand the material that I'm buying, and the style that I'm buying, because I cannot just go and buy a halter neck knitted top. It doesn't work. I need to focus on the style also, because that's something I need to keep myself warm. And also, as I talked about my sweater that I decluttered, you also want to focus on the material or pieces that is going to make you uncomfortable. You do not want to buy pieces that are going to make you feel uncomfortable, because there's again no point. Again, if you feel that buying cashmere or merino wool is going to be an expensive purchase for you, just go for cotton. Just go for cotton, that's fine. Just go for something that is fleece lined, it's fine as well. If it aligns with your style, it's fine as well, because your whole intention is to keep you warm. And if you are on a budget, select pieces, buy things on sale, and stick to your color palette, and you'll be fine. And yes, whenever you're buying pieces, make sure that you're following that one piece 3 style rule. I mean, I think I have heard people saying that it has to the piece has to be styled in 5 different ways. I personally feel that that's too much, so I like to follow the 3 style 1:3 ratio. So one piece should be able to be styled in 3 different ways, and I think this is like a decent styling thing. Now the next thing that you want to keep in mind is to avoid short trends. Now what I mean by that is trends that are not going to last for more than 1 season. You want to stay away from that, unless it aligns with your style. I mean, if it aligns with your personal style, that's fine. But if it doesn't, and if you feel that it looks good, it's trendy, but it's something that is not going to last for a really long time, then just avoid that, because that after a certain time or after a short period of time, you won't be wearing those pieces, and again, it's going to go waste. So make sure that you avoid short trends. The long trends or the trends that are going to stay is fine. I mean, such as what trends are like the red color. Red color trend is something that is going to stay, and even if it doesn't, it is going to align with my color palette, because I know I like red. And when I say red, I know I like the blue red, not the orangey tomato red. So whenever I buy, I want to make sure that I'm focusing on that kind of red that enhances my skin or my face, and not something that I don't like. So be specific of what style that you like. I also like those Mary Jane ballet, or like the ballerinas. They look cute, but I don't think that I'll be wearing them in following seasons. I would rather prefer to buy a simple ballerina which I'm comfortable, and I know how much ever season it passes by, I'm still going to like it, because that's what I like it. And I have had few ballerinas for like past few years, and I'm still wearing them. I like it. I like loafers. So just twist something that you think that you'll be actually wearing, and don't just stick with short trends, because it's not going to be worth it. Now moving on to the next step. The next step is buying tailored and high quality clothes. Now when I say high quality, by no means I'm saying that you need to buy expensive clothes. Just something that is well made, well structured, something that you feel that is going to last for a really long time, and something that the stitch, you have to focus on the stitch. The stitch is very well done, and not something feel like it's going to just come off or rip off very soon, because those are signs of cheaply made clothes. So I'm not talking about money, I'm just talking about how well made, how the quality and the material is, because that's important. And the other thing is that you want to buy tailored clothes that are made for you. It should look like you are wearing the clothes and not the other way around. And you also want to wear pieces that complements you, complements your body shape, you know, your overall look, and makes you feel confident. It shouldn't look like, you know, you are just wearing clothes that looks good but you yourself are not comfortable. So just make sure that, you know, you're wearing clothes that make you comfortable, that makes you feel confident and good, I would say. Now moving on to the last step, and the last step consists of circling back to step 1, that is decluttering. So in this step we'll be remembering why we decluttered the things we decluttered, because we do not want to make those mistakes again, because then the whole point of decluttering is useless. So let's make sure, or let's, you know, keep or save those mental notes of the things we decluttered and why we decluttered, because we just do not want to make those mistakes again, because they can be expensive and waste of money and effort. So that's it.